tied. Luka, shout out to Luka.
Yeah.
Went off last night.
Spoiled Kawhi's return.
He did. I understand the reason. I kind of feel like if Kawhi didn't return, the Clippers would have had a better shot to win the game. Because it's like you're trying to get into the flow of everything again. Yeah. This is Kawhi's return after like
he hadn't played since March.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So like, of course you don't need to get back in the rhythm and flow. And the Clippers found that flow. Especially how they came out in game 1. And I feel like the Clippers will be fine. I still would pick them to win the series. They got too much on their side. The Mavericks do have enough to be competitive, but I feel like as Kawhi gets healthier and more conditioned, it'll be tough for the Mavericks to stop. But I was very impressed with the Mavericks' physicality last night. They were super physical, and if they can stay physical like that, they'll always have a shot. But the Clippers have too much talent to just not win the series. So I'll say Clippers in 6. I can see them, even though they lost one, I can see them easily getting one back in Dallas.
Yeah, for sure.
And then just ending on their home court. So that's the way I see the series going. How about you?
This is a tough one. It's honestly one of my favorite matchups in the playoffs this year. I love just especially the later half of the season for the Mavericks. Just to me was great, and the Kyrie-Luka duo, to me, I think is elite. Clippers have been solid, but like you said, this trying to integrate Kawhi back into the flow and everything is probably going to take some time. And the other thing, shout out to James Harden, that game 1 was great for him. But as we've seen in the recent past postseasons, are we going to get a consistent James Harden? Because last night had 22, but I think he only shot 6 of 14 from the field.
Yeah, he wasn't like the James Harden from game 1. No.
Right. So you're getting that type of drop off from James Harden, and
yeah. To be fair, both teams was it was more defensive type game last night. It was good. Neither team really had it offensively. Yeah, neither team had it offensively like that. But Luka, he brought it, of course.
Yeah, Luka has that it factor that he'll just go off because it's Luka time, and then Kyrie Irving just, to me, is so miraculous. Like that up and under left-handed floater from the free throw line, and we saw that hook shot earlier this season. So I don't really want to count them out like that. The only thing for me is, I think Tim Hardaway Sr. actually said this, was that they need to get some sort of consistent offense. They're just kind of going off of Luka, going off of Kyrie. And if they play, like you said, the type of defense they played last night, and they get other guys involved, like Tim Hardaway Jr. didn't score. If you get him a couple, I don't know, let's say 3 threes, and then you get some contributions from PJ Washington and these other guys, Derrick Jones Jr., I think the Mavs have a good shot at it. So I'm going to go with, I say the Mavericks in 7. I think Kyrie is due for a big game too. And I'm not mad at either of these teams winning, but I think the Mavericks might have a advantage, especially now we're going back to Dallas on this Luka magic he pulled off. So
yeah, I fully expect Ty Lue and the Clippers to adjust to that. They try to keep the well going with Zubac in the middle, but clearly the Mavs adjusted to that, and Zoo just did not have it in the paint for whatever reason. He was not doing what he was doing in game 1. I feel like the Clippers will adjust to that, and I feel like if you just go at Kyrie or at Luka, You'll be fine. And just
Kyrie played some good defense though.
He did. He played some decent defense, yeah, but it's different from
a few steals.
Yeah, it did, but that's different if you're just going right at somebody though.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Or going right at Luka. Just pick your matchups and go at them, because that's what they did to win the game. They kept going at James Harden. Yeah. That's literally what they did down the stretch. And Tim Hardaway Jr. Hopefully he's healthy. He had an ankle sprain. I'm sure hopefully he'll be back. Yeah, hopefully he'll be back though. Yeah, and I agree with what you said though. If he gives you any type of contribution, they'll have it. I got full faith that the Clippers will pull it out. Clippers in 6 for sure.
Fair. I can see it going either way.
Yeah, and if they don't, we have some other conversations to have, because PG's contract, Kawhi's contract. Well, Kawhi. I think he locked in earlier this season. Yeah, but James Harden, PG. The Sixers are rumored to be really interested in PG, which I would think would be a really good fit if he goes over there. I don't know what James Harden's gonna do. Russell. So it's like, this is like literally their last chance to really get something all together. Unless they all decide to run it back again, which I don't know. I don't really see that happening if they lose. So, all right. Let's get to Bucks and Pacers, man. This is another tough one because injuries are kind of plaguing how this series turned out right now. Giannis is not playing. I'm not sure when he's expected to be back, but Dame did hold it down in game 1. Classic Dame. And the Pacers just don't. They have just a certain style to play. And shout out to Pascal Siakam, by the way.
Big game.
If they play more through him, without Giannis on the floor to like maybe assist on defensive end with that.
Yeah.
The Pacers can definitely win the series. It's interesting. You don't want to rush Giannis back. But at the same time, if you're the Bucks, you technically should have enough because this is what you traded for. You know what I'm saying?
Technically, yeah.
Technically. If the Bucks have to try their best to stretch the series out to try to get Giannis back.
For sure.
Because I don't know. Yeah. Do you know the latest reports on when he's supposed to come back?
I haven't.
Look it up now.
Yeah. He's out with that calf strain, and I agree with you. I don't think they should rush him back. But Giannis is probably just itching to get back on the court with how he is. And yeah, I don't really. I think the Pacers have figured out they have an advantage with Siakam. Like Brook Lopez and Bobby Portis can't really contain him right now. There's not really. I don't think there's really a good matchup to guard him right now. They, like you said, keep playing through Siakam. They have a good shot. And then Miles Turner stepped up big last night too. I think he had like 20, 22.
Yeah.
And Halliburton still making plays. He didn't score a lot. I don't think.
Yeah, but he's still not playing to his expectations either. Like his standard.
I think he still had 12 assists. So he was out there being disruptive, making plays for him. But really the other guys stepped up for it, the Pacers in this case. And shout out to them because they could easily be discouraged after that first game and being a young team. But they stayed true, stayed determined, and came out ready to play. I think that's big. Even like I'm looking at the box score. Nembhard had 20, so the other guys are stepping up and ready to play. I think that's big, man. But it really boils down to, can the Bucks stay afloat without Giannis? Because if I'm them, I want to preserve him and give him time to adjust, heal, and then get back before I put him out there too soon and further risk more injury.
Right. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Bucks to win, and I expect Giannis to come back at some point this series. I'll go ahead and say Bucks in 7. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say Bucks in 7. It all depends on when Giannis comes back. If he can come back, because they take like 2 games off when they travel, and it's gonna be back and forth after that. So like more rest, get that left calf going. Because technically they're the better team. Like we have higher expectations for the Bucks. You know what I'm saying? And because they got Dame Lillard, I'm still expecting them to like make this a tough series. This is what you got them for. So,
yeah,
I don't want no excuses. I'm going Bucks in 7.
I'm right with you on that one. You got Dame Lillard, one of the big game Dame. Obviously, he's had some big games throughout his career and in this series so far. You still have Brook Lopez holding it down in the middle. You got Chris Middleton, former All-Star. They have enough. I think they should be able to contain these guys. Like I said,
because the Pacers do not defend, man. Like they have a certain style to play. They just like to run, and it's good. Don't get me wrong, it's great strategy. So like, can you keep up the scoring pace? Yes, I think Dame is more than capable to do that. They got enough pieces, man, like you were saying.
Yeah, I think they have enough, and even though, like I said, Bobby Portis wasn't able to contain Siakam last night, none of them were, but they're gonna make the adjustments. And as much flack as I give Doc Rivers, hopefully he's able to figure that out. All right, we need to do something else to mitigate Siakam's impact on the game. But I agree. I think Bucks should win in 7.
I forgot about the Doc Rivers factor and all this. I still don't want no excuses. I kind of hate that though, because if they lose, they may blame on the Giannis thing, but it might get lost in translation. Because because Doc, I'm like, man, but they should go ahead and move on.
Yeah, no disrespect to Doc Rivers. I just cannot deal with more of his excuses, bro. It's every single time.
But it's a valid excuse, but at the same time, it shouldn't be a valid excuse because you got enough.
They got enough.
So it's like,
we're not accepting that this year.
But I don't know. I'm just see how those fans are treated.
I don't know. The Bucks just really disappointed me this year, to be honest. Like with this Frankenstein coach experiment, where they were winning with one coach, but they didn't really want him, and then they decided to bring in Doc Rivers, who was a consultant. Like, that whole thing just
it was all.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I don't like it. But yeah, Doc Rivers should make adjustments, and the Bucks should be able to win the series in 7 games.